Uh-huh.
And a happy Saturday evening to all you fine folks out there in Facebook and YouTube and the online World Wide Web. Welcome to Saturday Night. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports coming to you live tonight and in color. And we're certainly glad you've chosen to join us tonight. We need you to do us a real quick favor. If you will, reach over on your Facebook page, hit the like button, and hit share so that our stream is shared on your page to get our show out to a bigger audience and your friends can see that you watch and support Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We love you and welcome you to our show tonight. Hit like, hit share, and help us out tonight. We're coming to you live tonight, ladies and gentlemen, live and in color from our studios in Enterprise, Georgia, our studios at Thompsontown, Georgia, our studios at 100% Flamingo Road, Georgia, and our studio tonight at the Giraffe Cage in the Petting Zoo at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds tonight. We're coming to you live from all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, and 4 sunken islands. And ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to want to go back and catch this show, you can catch us on our syndicated rerun Thursday nights at 8 p.m. This week we will be following the old-time Pentecostal hour featuring the Sucking, Gasping, and Wheezing Diaries. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight for the very first time, we are astounded to have a brand new partner with an 85-inch television screen beaming live to their studio audience right there live in their facility. And we're on the big screen tonight. We're at Dirty Sally's, all you can eat beef tripe and collards, nose and ear hair removal, exhaust pipe cleaning, and fine ladies' bras and girdles in Grangerburg, Alabama.
What about that exhaust cleaning? I never heard of exhaust cleaning.
Exhaust pipe cleaning, yeah. Dirty Sally's, all you can eat beef tripe and collards, nose and ear hair removal, exhaust pipe cleaning, and fine ladies' bras and girdles in Grangerburg, Alabama.
That's it.
Now, I got do they sell? Do they sell a bra or a pair of bras? I've been wondering about that ever since I had that thing we need to think about. Because, I mean, you call it a pair of pants. And Rick, what is it? I need some clarification on that.
I would say it would depend on the size.
Whether
it was in singularity or plurality.
The size of the store, or what are you talking about?
I don't know. Let me go to our first sponsor. We're glad y'all joining us tonight. We're live on the big screen and we are glad to be here. Hope you are too. We're ready for a fun night. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna tell you some funny things. We're gonna laugh a little bit, might tell you a little bit of serious things, but regardless, we have no idea what is about to transpire over the next 55 minutes. But when we finish, we will know what has transpired. And so we welcome you to the show tonight. Charlie, take it away.
Before I take it away, let me ask a couple of questions of you, Marvin. It was you that brought up about the $100 bra after going into a bra boutique. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm not getting to Dirty Sally's yet. That was we sold that advertisement online. I've never been to Dirty Sally's establishment yet.
Okay. Where is your wife tonight? Is she listening to this by any chance?
She's in there eating a plate of tripe and collards.
Oh man. Whew. Where did you say I'm coming from? Where at the Peanut Festival?
You are at the Giraffe Cage in the Petting Zoo at the National Peanut Festival. They have a giraffe this year at the Petting Zoo.
Yo, you went, I assume. You had to go, right?
No, I did not go. I saw pictures online, and I was as close as I needed to get.
Well, I was thinking about I was thinking about going down there and going through the food court, but I got some of the price list of what everything was costing down there. And my banker was out of town, so I couldn't make a draw or borrow any money to go down there. When corn dogs get costing $5 a throw, it's time to get one out of the freezer at from Sam's Club and cook it. I guess. I just it's
There's a little bit of profit in $5 on a corn dog, ain't there, Floyd?
Yeah, that's like my buddy in Dawsonville over there talking about he was frying onions. Yeah, y'all know Carl Leftover Fane over there with his onions.
oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about frying onions over there. How his business doing? They whoa, having a hard time. I said, a hard time? I said, how you having? Oh, it ain't making no money. I said, whoa, wait a minute. You pay 25 cents for an onion and you fry it and you sell it for $7.50 and you ain't making no money. I said, that's something wrong, Carletto. You got too much overhead. So maybe they got more overhead, Johnny, out there this year at the fairgrounds than they've been having. Maybe the fee is more, the catering fee after them is more.
Well,
Hey, look right here. Snail Grove done put on here that a turkey leg was $15 out there.
Get out of here.
$15 turkey
Well,
leg.
they had to charge that so they could pay for the gas to go to the store and buy the corn dogs and the turkey leg before they cooked them.
and the propane, the propane probably double or triple this year. So
Oh yeah.
there you have it.
Hey, y'all know what? Y'all know what Mullet Carpenter just did?
Who?
Mullet Carpenter.
What?
He just Mullet Carpenter, Ricky Carpenter. He just sent me a text of some fried up red hawk suckers, and ain't my phone. Any of y'all phone rung? Look at that. Anybody's phone rung?
I ain't heard from him.
I don't even know. I don't think he got my number.
Hey, talking about all this inflation with all of that, a sausage dog, he said down there was $10, $15 for a turkey leg. I've come to find out I got contacted this week by the federal government. Listen, guys, I am about to get rich off this inflation.
Yay.
I'm gonna get rich. Y'all know I'm in the donkey business. Look at Joe Biden's new car and tell me that I ain't gonna get rich.
Oh no.
That's it.
Hey, I got plenty of donkeys.
That's it.
It's
either that. $5.50. One head of lettuce cost you $5.50. Down I looked down there today at the grocery store.
Show that.
Yep.
Oh, what?
How much?
Head of lettuce.
How much?
$5.50 when you get through with it.
For a head of lettuce?
How about
lettuce? That's right.
Explain that, please.
Have you bought any peanut oil? Have you bought any peanut oil lately, Floyd?
No, I ain't. But I ain't no telling what it is.
Ooh, I got baptized last night. I had to go buy some peanut oil. Good gracious alive.
Hold on just a minute. Hit the rewind button, mash the reverse on the automobile. One head of lettuce is $5.50.
That's right.
What happened to 89-cent lettuce?
It's gone, baby. Them days is over with.
What happened to $1.29 gas?
$6.50. Little box of strawberries, $6.50. And I know the farmers are making plenty of money off of it. No, I don't. I don't know that. I don't know that they're making all that much money off of it. I know these guys growing these peanuts ain't making that kind of money that peanut oil is selling for. I know them guys, growing the peanuts ain't making that kind of money. But I reckon it's all averaging out. I reckon. Hey, let me make a statement here. Everybody remember them stimulus checks that Joe Biden couldn't wait to get out and get in everybody's hands? Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey, listen. Hey, you add it back up, baby. Here's the deal. If you think that the federal government is going to give you anything and not expect something in return, you are smoking some strong weed. Now, come tell me. Strong weed. If you think they just going to walk off with it, that ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, baby. Anyway, we rolling right along over here. We getting along good over here.
Hey,
on a beautiful
we all eating.
We eating. I'm eating. I eating some shrimps tonight. My neighbor, I invited him over here and he eat supper with us tonight. We had some shrimps and some corn and some potatoes. We done all right. We eating. We still eating everything. Yeah, I ain't lost no weight. I ain't been on no starvation diet. I'm still eating. We got stuff in the freezer locker. I got clean fish in the freezer locker. I got steaks in the freezer locker. Peas from last year in the freezer locker still. So me and Nadine can eat a little. We can eat at least through Christmas. I got me enough coffee. I got me enough Red Diamond coffee bought up through Christmas. So I'm in good shape right now. Yeah.
Boys, y'all
I'm
ain't
in,
believe
I'm in
these.
better shape than a bunch of folks is, I can tell you that.
Oh
These
yeah, we
folks
blessed.
we blessed, man. These folks that don't know how to live, these folks that don't know how to exist, these folks that don't know that ain't got no clue where their groceries is coming from, they the ones that's just going, they the ones that's going to feel the pinch, you know.
We
Guys,
got
y'all,
turnip.
we have got them watching from everywhere tonight. Bryan Hill, Georgia, Donaldsonville, Kinsey, Alabama, Bradfordville, Florida, from Haverhill Plantation. We got them in Patmos, Georgia, Smut-Eye, Alabama, Enterprise, Georgia, Boykin, Georgia, Clovis, New Mexico, Arlington, Georgia, Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, Plum, near Preston Mill, Boykin, Griggs. Let's see where else we got here. At the Troy football game today, Meemaw, the Alabama governor, was there, and then got them watching from Campobello, South Carolina. Man, all over the place tonight.
I see a Campobello. That's South Carolina. Great, never heard of that.
Campobello, South Carolina, and Clovis, New Mexico.
Who's in Clovis?
Abbeville, Alabama coming in. Jacon, Georgia coming in.
Who's in Clovis, New Mexico?
Clovis, New Mexico is, hold on, let me get up here and I can tell you. From Clovis, New Mexico, that would happen to be, hang on, I'm going to find it. Tommy Fincher.
He's trucking. Fincher's trucking, or he's on vacation one out there. He's one I was telling y'all about. We eating a raw steak that day. We were setting up equipment up there.
I remember that.
Baker County. Eat that raw, put that Dale steak sauce on it. Cut into that boy and eat it right there. Let that Dale stick it. Yeah, see, folks like that, they can make it. They no problem. They gonna make it.
Hey, Floyd, speaking about making it, what about this right here? Your buddy sent in, Leaf Scott. Look at that pot of chili. Oh no, that's the wrong picture right there. Pot of chili right there. Look how he cooked it.
Cool. Oh, I'm sorry. That's something
on
right
a wood
there.
stove.
That's cooking it up on the stove, man.
Now let me tell you, that's straight South Alabama going right there on that wood stove. He can make it. If the electricity goes out, he can make it. Yep. And back there, look in the back down in the buckets back there. Guess what he does with them buckets and them reeling rods he got stuck down in them PVC pipes back there. Y'all, some of y'all, the liberal Democrats that living up there in Boston, Massachusetts, something, you ain't got no idea what them buckets, the purpose of them buckets have. If you up there in Boston, Massachusetts, and you looking, call in and tell us what the purpose of them buckets is, if you know. They don't know. They ain't got a clue. All you Joe Biden voters, call us in and tell us what the purpose of them buckets is. Tell us what they do. They function. Crazy.
Hey, Floyd, we're getting text across the wire. They wanting to know if the bicycle thief has been caught, so we need to give them an update on Leotis's bicycle.
Yeah, he has not been caught. The thief has not been caught. Leotis has a new bicycle on the way. One of his neighbors has let him. He's got a loaner, a nice bicycle. Leotis, he didn't stay afoot, but just a few hours. One of his neighbors got him a loaner, and we went down there and we got him a new one ordered, and it ought to be in. We ordered it local here from our local hardware store. We're trying to do as much business as we can locally, keep that sales tax money, and keep these merchants in business here in Concord. We didn't go to Walmart, we didn't go to Sam's, and we didn't do all that. We done local right here. And Leo said, "I'll be all right. I'll be all right." He said, "I just get when it come in." We had a screen that bad. They showed me a picture screen there when we was getting a bicycle, and Danny Moore down at Moore's Ace Hardware showed him up. I said, "Leo, what you like? Which one you want? Which one you want like that?" Hey man, they had them 10 speeds on there with the hand brakes and a little old narrow seat about that wide. You know, had the straps go over your pedals and all that. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. He said, see, move that thing around some more. He moved that little air around. He said, "What about that one right there?" He pointed at right there. Utilitarian bicycle. Got the big wide tires on it. It's got the brakes that you roll your foot backwards, you know, to brake it with. It ain't got the hand brake. You brake it with your feet. And it ain't got no hand brakes on it, all that up there. It ain't got a speedometer, none of that on it. Leotis know how fast he's going. So he got that. He said, "That's what I want right there." So it's in the mail. It's coming. It's on the truck. Tommy Fincher, that's why he might have drove the truck out there to Clovis, New Mexico to pick up Leotis' bicycle. Who knows?
Yeah, Leotis ain't going to get no speeding ticket, no way.
Leo ain't gonna get no speeding ticket. And somebody was telling
He ain't gonna get
in
no
fact,
speeding ticket.
your preacher, Free Will Baptist preacher, Queen. I run up with him the other day over at the Pressing Club over there in Donaldsonville, talking about Leo. Said somebody had mentioned about let's get he had an old used truck that he wasn't using anymore. Said, what you think about let's giving Leotis giving Leotis a used truck? He said, oh, no. He said, Leotis is fine. He's fine on his bicycle.
let's keep
Anyway,
Leotis on the
Time
bicycle.
out.
Leotis, I said, you want a truck? I don't want no truck. He said, I want no truck. I don't want that one. Them golf carts, what folks riding around all over the place on. He said, folks will run over you on them things. I said, yeah, and they'll tell how much electricity it costs to charge one of them batteries up to keep that thing where you can go back and forth to the drugstore, to the banks and visit around and everything. There ain't no telling how much electricity it costs to charge one of them things. On that point, I was reading something the other day about the electric cars. Y'all know all these electric cars. That's the big liberal Democrat deal, the electricity. Everybody gonna run off of ain't gonna be no more zero carbon footprint. Zero car. You know what that means? That means you ain't gonna have no cell phone. All you liberal Democrats who love Joe Biden, but you ain't gonna have no cell phone. It takes carbon to make these things, to make the case. Anyway, you ain't gonna have no tennis shoes because it takes carbon to do all that. They're gonna get them an electric car. I checked on it the other day. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I pulled up on the Wikipedia there, Google. How long does it take to fully charge an electric vehicle from zero to full? How long y'all think it takes to charge an electric vehicle that's going to run about maybe 200 miles?
8 hours.
8 hours, exactly.
Yep.
That's what it takes to charge one.
Yep.
8 blooming hours charging that thing. And tell me what your power bill is going to be. Tell me what your electricity bill is going to be. All you leftist, liberal, Joe Biden loving Democrats, y'all tell me what that's going to be. How's that going to affect you? How's that going to affect your bottom line, huh? So 8 hours. Oh, but you can get you a little quick charge there, for an hour or two, I know why you trying to drive yourself to the emergency room because the ambulance can't get there because they're charging the batteries in the ambulance to get there. So you're driving yourself to the emergency room with chest pains or bleeding and say, I'm on empty. I got to pull over here at a charging station when I can find one and charge up enough so I can get to the emergency room to save my life.
Floyd, how about this?
So-
Next time we get a fire truck, we buy one that's electric, and they call and said my house is on fire, and Queasel has to say, "I'm sorry, the truck ain't charged."
Yeah, we ain't the charge. Yeah, we charging the truck. It'll be ready in about 4 hours. We'll be out there. We save you doorsteps. What is that, Tweezer? Y'all save the doorsteps and what? The septic tank.
The chimney.
Oh, the doorsteps, the chimney, and the septic tank. That's what
Queasel,
they say.
didn't you tell me y'all got 100% success rate?
Got a perfect record.
Perfect record.
Well, perfect record at the fire department. I got a perfect record as a fire chief. 100%. Never not been successful. We have never been to a fire that didn't go out eventually.
That's good.
That's pretty good record right there.
That's the truth.
Yeah, you can't.
That's true.
Exactly right.
I don't know how you beat that.
Didn't go out eventually.
Well, look here. I want to give if I may have a moment. I want to give a shout out to one of my neighbors over here across the street from me. Y'all know her. Charlie don't know her, but we know her. We know her well. Y'all know Jackie Nicholson. She married that rich liberal leftist Democrat lawyer from Boston, Massachusetts, Goodrich. And anyway, her mama by the name of Miss Janesta Coot Duncan. She's over 90 some odd years living right across the street over there. Jackie's helping see after Jackie and her sister, a couple of sisters that helping see after Miss Coot. I tell you what, sometimes I get to thinking back. I grew up out there with all of them out there in the Bellevue community out there, and Miss Coot's husband and son and brother-in-law and all of them, they laid tile. They tile layers. I ain't talking about the kind with the nets and all on it, like you stick on the walls, on the DIY network and all that. We're talking about them little tiles, about like that, about an inch square. They make a mosaic with that stuff. They get down there on their hands and knees and they work. They were world-renowned tile layers. Probably 75 to 80% of the houses in Miller County, Georgia, the Duncans laid the tile for that. They were craftsmen. They were premier. But I just want to give a shout out to Miss Coop. She watches us. She watches us every Saturday night, and I run up with her daughter, run up with Jackie the other day in the grocery store there, and she was talking about you, Queasel, about what she was talking about with the sour cream deal. How do you? I can't remember what you said about it, but Miss Coop she enjoyed that. She got a laugh out of that. Made her day. You talking about the sour cream, one of your words of wisdom deal, or whatever you come up with that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to know why come they put an expiration date on sour cream.
Yeah, they put an expiration date on sour cream. It's
already sour.
It's already running and gone.
That's pretty good.
But anyway, I want to give a shout out there to this. And another shout out I want to give to is Miller County High School, class of 1970. They are meeting tonight. Oh, there's one of them right there. That's Mr. Charles Pickle right there. Him and Rojo. There at the Juke, that's where they meeting at with the they got the band playing and all that kind of stuff.
Look at them.
Class of 1970. There he is. That's Roger Buck Davis. Any of y'all might know Roger Buck Davis. That's him and Rojo. She's there grinning and smiling. Roger Buck has sung, I don't know, he's sung since he was, or he thought he could sing since he was about 17 or 18 years old. And he get him a crowd. He'll pack him a crowd in, but he sang more. He sang that unchanged melody.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. Now him with the microphone. Yeah, y'all know Roger Buck. He can bear down. Hooney called me today. Calhoun, Skibo Calhoun called me today. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. He was talking about last night. They had a juke up there last night on the square. Roger Buck there. He had his crowd all gathered. And Calhoun was there. Calhoun was there. He was just blown away. I asked Calhoun, I said, what song? Oh, they were playing all them old songs, playing all of them. I said, what they play? He said, I can't remember exactly what they were playing. I said, did they play Wooly Bully? Oh, yeah. He played Wooly Bully. I said, that's one of your favorites, ain't it? Wooly Bully. That's the only song. Calhoun used to sing karaoke. We go off somewhere to a juke or something like that. Calhoun, they had the karaoke. And Skibo Calhoun was going to say, he get up there and sing. No, he make noise. He get up there and make noise. The only song he knows was Wooly Bully. That thing be skimming across there pretty quick with all the words on it, The only words Calhoun could say was Wooly Bully. That was it. Just Wooly Bully. Wooly Bully. But he's back up there with them tonight. They all up there carrying on at the juke.
Man, there's a crowd. I just come through the square up there. There is a crowd. You can't get through on that east side of the square.
Let me tell you, that was the glory days.
Yeah, they crowd of people up there.
Rojo graduated in 72. Her and Nadine graduated the same year, but they come along they all interacted and all back and forth in there together. We had a time. We grew up in the greatest place anybody could grow up in the world. But
all right, Floyd.
They're still having fun. Still having fun. They graduated 51 something years. Still having fun.
Floyd, look who just posted on here. Me and you asked about where they had been. Ron and Tanner from Dakota Coffee are on here tonight. We had been missing.
I ain't heard from them in a while.
Guys, I was in y'all's drive-through week before last week, and I called Floyd and told him where I was, and we had thought y'all had gone missing, got eaten by the hogs or something.
They back on.
They on.
We got a lot of folks that watch it. We got folks. I run up with a young man today in the grocery store here in Car. We're talking about he watching it. Man, he's out enjoying it. Well, I said, that's good. I said, ain't nothing but the truth. He said, y'all don't tell nothing but the truth. I said, that's
nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth, man. Oh yeah. Here, I got to give a shout out. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, mercy.
I tell you what.
You know, y'all, they still folks taking up for that food. They still folks in Miller County taking up for that food. They trying to explain how everything working out. They trying to explain how everything works. How everything it ain't Joe Biden's fault. None of this stuff is Joe Biden's fault. It's Donald Trump's fault or the news media's fault or somebody's fault. It's somebody's fault other than Joe Biden. He ain't got no fault. And we still have folks in Miller County, Georgia, of all places on the planet. Miller County, Georgia, still taking up for that food.
There's no cure for stupidity.
How you take
cannot,
up for $8 a gallon gas? I seen a picture today on the TV where gas in California was $8 a gallon. I don't know how you take up for that.
I hope it goes to $20 a gallon in California. Call me. Hey, y'all call me. I got the phone here. Call me. Call me. Come on.
Hey, Floyd, hold that phone. Floyd, hold that phone up again on the side. Let me see the phone there on the side.
That's some of your pretty work right there.
Oh, yeah. What's that duct tape for?
I'm going to tell you what that does. Y'all see that
5
telephone
minutes
right
of you?
That telephone right there has been in my family, my Floyd's family, since probably about 1959, 58 or 59. When we first got a telephone, that's when we got one out in the country out there, 59, 60, somewhere along in there. Been in my family since then. And I got it when we moved from Mama still had it. She still had the phone. She don't want to throw nothing away. I had the phone, and we use it on some of our dirt road sports when we go into these auditoriums and things. One of our props. We'd have it as a prop. And this was the phone that Hillary Clinton called us on about wanting Reverend Johnson to come pray over.
Reverend Johnson.
This is the hotline right here. That's the one right there. So anyway, he was in our trailer. We had a trailer. Oh, we had our own. We didn't have a tour bus. We had a tour trailer, 2-wheel trailer. We toured, put all our stuff in there, all that. Yeah.
And still had a lot of room left over, didn't we?
Microphones and all that kind of thing. And this was in there. It was a part of the props, that we had. I just leave it in there. Well, Marvin, listen to me. Marvin, for some unbeknownst reason, was going to use the trailer, the Dirt Road Sports trailer, to haul some donkey feed or something. Going to unload all that stuff that we had in there. Every bit of all our props, all that stuff. I'm talking about worldly possessions. This is sacred to me. This phone was sacred. Look at it right there.
It was sacred.
So anyway, Marvin is in possession of my family's telephone for probably 45 seconds.
Long enough.
Yeah. So anyway, we were going back out, and I didn't know nothing about it until after the fact. Well, after the fact. We were going back out there, and we had to load the trailer back up, with our props and all our stuff in there to go to the next show. So it's in his studio is where all this stuff is. He took it out of the trailer and hauled hog feed or whatever in our trailer. We got to load our trailer back up, and I go in there, and that's my phone. It's shattered in 50 different pieces, and I got distraught about it because I remember all them telephone calls that my mama. She called her sister down in Tampa, Florida, or her sister called her. They would visit on the telephone, and both of them be looking at the clock to see how long distance call. Man, you can't do that. They find out. They get to the point. They wouldn't be talking about soap operas and all this kind of stuff and where they had been and who they had seen and what they had seen on TV. They get to the point. How y'all doing? We doing okay. How's Hilton doing, Claire? He's doing good. How's the crops doing? We doing good. Like about 3 minutes is about it. 3 minutes. From 1959 until when would this have been? Probably 2015. Let's say 2000, from 1959 to so do the math. 60 years, 55 or 60 years on. Many calls have been made on that phone right there. Like I remember one time, Book Tab, chief of police, called out there.
What did he want?
Right, what bug it was? It was the constable up here. It was Mrs. Annelar Middleton's daddy, Mr. J.D. Barber, had called. He said it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Daddy answered the phone. Hello. Hilton, this is J.D. Bowie. He was a constable up there. He said, I just want to let y'all know They got Billy locked up. He said, and Mom, she's over there. You know, he sleeps in one bed, she sleeps in the other bed in the same room. You know, they both in the same room. They got their own bed. My mom, she said, Hilda, who is it? He said, he's that hush old lady. He said, hold on. He said, it's JD Ball. Said, okay, yeah, okay. So he said, then it says, is Felix there? Mr. JD said, no, said he ain't come in yet. 2:00 in the morning. Said he ain't come in yet. They said, okay. He said, you gonna come get him? Dad said, no. I said, I ain't gonna come get him. I'm in the bed asleep. And he's fine. he hanged the phone up. I'm in jail. Me and Dynamite King, we in jail. And Rojo and Deborah Cook almost was in jail with us. But that's another story. Anyway, I'm on this story now. Let's get to this point right here. She said, Helen said, hey, what is it? Well, they got Billy locked up there. And they asked him what he had done. They asked JD what he did. He didn't know, what I had done. And JD said, he just said, what did he do? JD, he said, well, he outrun the state patrolman from Blakely and run out of gas out here on the bridge. The roadblock put up. They said, okay, so is that it? He said, yeah, that's it. Anyway, Mom said, he said, Hiller, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He said, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna go back to bed. I said, he'll be home in a little bit. He said, how you know? What is he? He said, he's up there in the jail. The old jail, the old brick jail. I'm talking about the 2-story jail up there, where they had the hanging back there. Way up there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it would have been about 1968, I reckon. And yeah, it was 68. I had the Pepsi Dick card. That's what it was. It was 68. So she said, you ain't gonna go get him? He said, no, I ain't gonna go get him. He said, she said, what? He said, he'll be home in a little while. He said, when Felix comes home, see, Mr. Felix and his wife lived at the jail. Mr. Felix was out. He's out, man. He was out, scanning the county, Miller County. He was seeing finding the lawbreakers. If you will. Anyway, sure enough, Dynamite King went by looking out the windows, looking down. Oh, there's a crowd that done gathered up. They done gathered up. And Rojo and Deborah Cook, they done come by there. They done hooked on with somebody else riding by, hollering out, hey, look at y'all riding by. That's a pretty good bird. So anyway, me and Dynamite King locked up there. And they said, I said, hey, Mr. Felix comes driving up. He had one of them little El Camino type things, cars. I think that's what he had. That he might have had that old 62 Chevrolet. I can't remember. Anyway, he comes driving up. Hey, Mr. Felix had his coat on, his suit pants, his suit coat on, his hat. He had that fedora on, that had it cocked over just right. Hey, Mr. Felix. He said, yeah. I said, they got me locked up here. He said, who is this? I said, this is Billy Kimmel, Hilton Kimmel's boy. He said, what they lock you up for? Now, he's down on the ground talking to me. I'm up here looking out the bars talking. He said, we outrun the state patrol from Blakely and run out of gas. He said, is that all you done? I said, yeah, yes, sir, that's it. He said, all right, I'll be about a minute. He come back next minute. We heard that key turning. He went home. I went on home, went to bed. That was the end of that story. This phone right here made that call. And Marvin busted my phone in 50 pieces. I got some tape off and
excuse me. I have heard at least $100,000 worth of memories shot by the poor handling of the telephone by Marvin. I think you should you go to your liberal lawyer across the road. You might be good friends with him when this is over with, because he might represent you in that deal.
No. It's what do they call it? What is the terms of endearment? What is it they call it?
Statute of limitations.
It's run out.
Yeah.
Well, look here.
It still works.
It still works. Call me on the thing. Here, call me.
Any of you liberal, it only works for liberal leftist Democrats.
But let me tell you. You know how much? You know how many fines we had to pay. You know how many? You know how many days we had to wind up in court. Me and Dynamite King over that. You know how many court appearances we had to make on account of that?
How many?
Zero. None.
What were you gonna ask, Squeezer?
I want to get back to the phone because I remember when it happened, but what I don't remember was Floyd. Did he call you and tell you that he had tore up your phone?
Tell me that. I found it. I found it in there. He know he busted it. You know what he told me? Let me tell you the reason why he said he busted
Yeah,
it.
I know exactly what he told you.
You know what he told me? You know what he said? Yeah. The bull semen tank. He had the bull semen tank. Said he dropped the bull semen tank on it. I want y'all, some of y'all lefties, liberal Democrats, I want y'all to come up with a story like that. Oh man, anytime on a story. Come on.
But that is a true story. You can't make that up. My bull semen tank fell on it.
I don't have to tell a lie.
Yeah, but we don't need to tell the rest of that bull semen tank story now. We need to stop that right there.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Bull semen
I remember
tank
that day.
on
We don't
my
need to go
phone.
much further with this story.
Mighty no. I ain't never seen
We
that.
just
I'm
don't need
still
to do
upset
it.
about it. I'm still about my earpiece has busted. How do you bust the earpiece on it? I'm talking about. Anyway, and call me. Y'all call me. Call me from Boston. Call me, Good Rich. Come on, call me. Yeah, man.
Oh man, guys, guess what?
What's that?
Guess what? For the first time in 3 weeks, we are joined by the fishing Reverend Kent Barwick.
Finally. Go ahead. You on the air. Go ahead.
Where's he at?
Well, welcome, Reverend Barwick. We appreciate you joining us. I know you've been busy. I know you've been doing weddings and funerals and bar mitzvahs and all that other kind of stuff. And we have missed you. We have missed you terribly on the air, but I understand you were able to get a good week of fishing in this week.
Where's he at?
I ain't heard a word.
Y'all can't hear him.
We're gonna have to do something.
No, we can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him.
I don't know.
Hold on. Well, we can't. Nobody else can. We're gonna have to do something about him, Marvin. I don't know what, but anyway.
Hang on.
I know y'all buddies and all that, but you're putting him in a tight spot, Marvin. Somebody is. I don't know.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming through the airwaves.
Somebody needs to call Benny Hinn on this. I bet you know.
we can't sit here half the night looking at fish pictures.
All right, this is what he caught here. They hear him. You may not can hear him, but they hear him.
Well, hey, whoa. I got a question. Yeah, I mean, if we can't hear him, the three of us, why can just you and the rest of you're excluding us from this whole deal?
I don't have a clue.
I think it's the preacher deal myself.
Yeah,
Charlie, you had to watch them preachers. You had to watch them preachers.
I know, that's what I say. They stick together no matter what.
David Kimball said that. My cousin David said he can't hear him. They can't nobody hear him.
I told you.
Tony Clay said we don't hear the rep. Cut him off. Get him off. Move him on. Let's move on. Ban him.
Reverend. They can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Put him up there. I'll do the report. Put him up there. Because I know.
All right, how's his fish? Go ahead.
No, that's the fish that him and one of his deacons that don't never tell the truth said they caught, but I think it was about 4 of them fishing 2 days, and that's what they caught.
Well, they caught 12 fish.
The bottom half of what you see is ice.
12 fish.
So they maybe about 12, and then the rest of it's ice.
Mm.
And you notice how the big ones always just have to be laying on the top.
A lot of ice.
They did go fishing. Now that looks like a box that come from. That looks like a box that come from some professional fishermen right there. Now, them right there. Well, the 2 fellas were fishing for them that know what was going on. And me and your cousin, we sneaked off yesterday. We caught them speckled perch there. We caught them off that. If you've been down, I don't know if y'all been down through that way or not, but you go down there and you cross Spring Creek. They got a barge sitting out there where they building the bridge. So we went out there on that barge and had us a couple of pond worms, and that's what we caught them fish with, off in that barge sitting in the creek yesterday. And then
here's Steve and Joe Holt right here. They went today. So the speckled perch are biting.
Looks like good.
Now that do look like the cleanest spot.
Yeah.
But I'd question that.
You don't know if it's the truth or not.
I really don't. I'd have to hear Joe tell it.
I understand.
All these folks is upset. Let me tell you, y'all listen. Look at all these texts here. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. Reverend gonna have to pass the offering plate to get heard. Is what somebody said. He gonna have to step up. Either he gonna have to get into the 21st century.
Hey, whoa! It ain't. I gotta take up for him. It is not his fault. It is my fault in some way, form, or capacity. I don't know what it is.
He needs to be on the show. He needs to be zoom in, and we need to see him when he's doing all that talking, all that pontificating. We need to be able to see him.
They did go though, and I think they did catch a pretty good.
I know he went. I know he goes the other day. I know he went.
Yeah.
The Specs is biting. They moving in. They moving in. Staying out there in that timber in that deep water, and you just got to keep moving around and fooling around till you find them. When you find them and they bite, and you catch them. But
hey, y'all, we got to pay some bills. Floyd, tell them a little bit about Robert Lane.
Robert Lane, greatest dentist I ever been to in my life. He's a good guy right here in Caldwell, Georgia, local homegrown guy. His mom and daddy lived here. His grandmama and granddaddy on both sides of his family lived here and growed up here. He's got connections. He's got roots in Caldwell, Georgia. Y'all go see him. Caldwell Dental Care. Robert Lane, good dentist, 758-3345. Call in there and get you an appointment with him. Let him clean your teeth. Let him do some x-raying on you. He'll tell you what's wrong with you. He ain't going to be charging you a whole bunch of money for something he don't do. He does it right. He's my dentist. I testify to it. He's one of the best dentists I've ever been to in my life. Robert Lane, Caldwell, Georgia. Caldwell Dental Care, local folks, treating local folks and anybody else that wants to come in there and get their teeth seen about.
You need all kind of construction. Don't call the rest. Call the best. Marion Cobb, 30 years, fully insured, license. He does all kind of construction. He will build a deck. He will build a house. He'll build a hog pen, chicken pen, carport, whatever you need built. Marion Cobb is the man. 229-400-2575. He'll stand behind what he does. He's been in the business for over 30 years. Located right here in Colquitt, Georgia, but he has a vehicle and will travel to do construction work. I promise you this. And during November, his special is this. You spend $10,000 with him on a deck and he will throw the steps in for free. I'm talking about good sturdy steps at that. Marion Cobb, MC Construction LLC. No need to call the rest. Just call the best. Marion Cobb. Queasel, tell them a little bit about Buddy C. Chambers.
And there he is. I don't know what you can say about the man. He is the world's greatest car salesman. He is, matter of fact, they've named the whole hall that he is on in the Hall of Fame, the Carlton Buddy C. Chambers Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame. He is the head man. He's leading the pack. He has set the mark so high, everybody else is just gunning for it. Don't know if they'll ever make it. He'll make you a deal. He shakes your hand. That's it. He ain't even got to shake your hand. You and him agreed on a number on the telephone, and as good as gold. I remember one time I bought a vehicle from him, bought it over the phone. Never sat down with him, never looked at it, never shook a hand. We agreed over the phone. You know what? When I went out there to get that vehicle, it was exactly what we said. Not only is he the world's greatest car salesman, he's probably the world's most honest car salesman. He's going to give you a good deal every time. And he is always glad to see you. Call him, 254-3109. It don't make no difference if he is in the office or on the operating table. You call that phone, he'll answer it, and he'll sell you a vehicle. Buddy C. Chambers at Franklin Spring Creek Ford.
Man, if you whatever kind of insurance you need, I don't care what it is. If you need to insure your boat, your house, your car, your farm, your wife, your children, your dog, your mother-in-law, whatever it is you need to insure, Hugh Franklin at Miller County Farm Bureau Agency in Colquitt, Georgia, he's the man that will do it. I promise you, it doesn't matter what you need. Hugh Franklin is who you need to call. Call him, shop your insurance. You might be overpaying. You might be kind of like the Geico man. You might be overpaying by 15% or more. Call him. Let him give you a quote. It don't cost you a dime to get a quote, and I promise you he'll be glad to do it. Tell him the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt sent you. Hugh Franklin, Miller County Farm Bureau, right here in Colquitt, Georgia. 229-758-2126 is his number. And now that brings us right now to Floyd's Short List Books and Definitions, sponsored exclusively in perpetuity by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Mr. T.C. Berry Hill, I don't know where in the world he's at tonight, but T.C. Berry Hill, we appreciate you for being the sponsor of Floyd's Short List Books and Definitions. Take it away, Floyd.
All right. I ain't got no definition for y'all tonight. I ain't got no Wikipedia definition. I ain't had time. Been too busy working in my yard, doing business, doing appraisal work, and working around, visiting folks, doing this and that. And I ain't got no definition, but I got y'all short list tonight. Y'all tell me. Short list means there ain't many of them involved in it. Ain't much happening. Here's the first one. I woke up last Sunday morning and gonna give me some online preaching there on the TV there, and I tuned in some folks, and they had a pot on a chain. They were waving that pot back and forth, it was swinging back and forth. That incense, burning in there, that smoke coming out of it. And I got to thinking, I reflect back about him waving that pot, blowing smoke and burning incense. I said, that's interesting. I ain't blown no smoke or smelled no incense since about 1969. He was up there, he was waving his pot. He had his pot waving, and they were doing this and doing that. Had the necklace, had the big all the jewelry on, and had the robes on, and had the hats on, and all this kind of stuff. They were singing the blues. Yeah, the honey, he the hon on here. I'm headed down a different road tonight with you. Yeah. And I got to thinking. My short list. I'm inspired by things I see and people I see and actions that I see in people. And I got to thinking. I said, short list. Church services that are more boring than Catholic mass. Wait, go to the rave. Some of you Catholics call me now. You Pentecostals, I'm giving you a break tonight now. I'm full service. What do they call it, Queen? Equal opportunity. I'm equal
opportunity offenders.
I'm equal opportunity on y'all tonight. Here we go right here. Here one. It's real short list on this one. Roman Catholics Guide to Conducting Revival Services. Can y'all imagine going to a Catholic revival? I mean, what are they going to say?
Ooh.
They're going to say, they're going to quote the same, they're going to read the same verse, same scripture, they're going to quote the whole same thing. What is that the Methodists do? We sing as we say every time at the service. What is it? It ain't the Lord's
Apostles' Creed.
Apostles' Creed. They're going to do the Apostles' Creed. Methodists going to do the Apostles' Creed. They're going to do all that. Apostles' Creed. And then I reckon they're going to say, and now let us stand it and fight Apostles' Creed. Yeah, that's a Roman Catholic. All right, here we go. Here's one for you. Here's one. Hey, and all you rich white liberal Democrat, call me. Devout Catholic Democrat politicians that don't support same-sex marriage. Where they at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at with your devoutness? Huh? Where y'all at with your devoutness? Where y'all at with your devoutness on that? Here's one right here. Times that a Democrat politician has said, oh, it's all about the children. Y'all ever heard that from them? Every time they it's all about the children, our children and our grandchildren. That's why we got to put everybody to walking, so the children and the grandchildren can walk. I guess wherever they have to go. That's want to do. Times that a Democrat politician has said it's all about the children and has actually done something for the children. Come on, call me the liberal Democrats. Y'all call me. I got the phone right here. Got the hotline hooked up. Here's one right here. Places at Martha's Vineyard that are cooking chili on a wood stove tonight. Think any of that's going on at Martha's Vineyard?
I doubt it.
You know what a wood stove is. All right. Here's one right here. Here's one for y'all, all y'all. Here's one for you liberal leftist Democrats. Some of y'all are poor out there. I know some of y'all ain't got no whole bunch of money, but you act like somebody that has got a bunch of money. You ain't got no sense, number one, but number two, you ain't got no money. I know that. Middle class working people that can afford an electric car.
Ooh.
Come on, talk to me. Come on, tell me how you gonna afford. Tell me how you gonna pay for that thing. Tell me how you gonna pay your light bill, your electricity bill. Oh, I know. Electricity just comes out of the thin air. It just materializes. Joe Biden says that's it. Electricity's the answer. So that's where it's gonna come. You ain't gonna have to buy no electricity. Everything, all that's gonna be free. Free, like if stimulus checks free. And then you go buy your $5 head of lettuce with that. I like this. This is good right here. I'm gonna ease on. I'm gonna seg over into the Pentecostal now for just a moment or two, if you will. Pentecostal preachers that refuse to eat at Golden Corral buffet. Oh, mercy me. Oh. Pentecostal preachers that have gone on a hunger strike. Here one right here. I'm gonna throw the Free Will Baptists in with this one, please, if you will.
Come on.
Pentecostal preachers and Free Will Baptists. I hope the fishing reverend is listening. Pentecostal preachers and Free Will Baptist preachers that don't wear elastic waist pants. y'all see the belt? They got the strap all around them. They got a band that wide and straight elastic all the way around it. They pull that thing and no gut still pops out over the side, over the rim of it. Oh gosh. All right, here one right here. I'm about to wind her down now. South Alabama putt waters that go to yoga classes. South Alabama putt waters that have pink hair. Short list. That's it for tonight for Floyd's short list. I reckon maybe we'll be on there with y'all next week.
You gotta hit the one. You gotta hit the one.
I gotta get the last one. I'm coming down, bringing it down to the fair you well. The last one, shortest list of all, including his bladder and his bowels, things that Joe Biden has any control over. Call me.
Well, after the story I heard,
I done run out tonight, done wound up.
There was a news story the other night that said he didn't have much control over his bowels when he was having. Well, ask the Pope what happened. Yeah, ask the Pope what happened. He went in wearing one suit and came. Yeah, went in wearing one suit and come out wearing another.
Yeah.
You got those pictures I sent you, Marvin?
Yeah, I got them right here.
I want to, and Floyd knows. You want to guess what that is, Queasel?
I ain't seen nothing yet, but you and Charlie, what is that? Look like poison ivy.
Yeah. Well, go with about 85 fire ant bites on one arm.
Well, what you doing sticking your arm in an ant bed?
Holding on to a fence post to nail a piece of barbed wire up, and they were living in that fence post and just all at once got on the arm.
Yeah.
Watch what you're doing. They, this time of year, they're obviously mean.
Yeah, they hungry now. They hungry, but they eat
Hungry.
you up, son. What'd you do, Charlie? What did you
Yeah.
go to the doctor? Or you get some Benadryl? What'd you do about it?
Benadryl and rub on Benadryl and this and that. And Clorox.
Oh, right.
Some of the old-fashioned old home remedies.
Old-fashioned
Yeah.
remedies.
Clorox.
Turpentine. And you got the
Yep.
turpentine?
I
Turpentine.
got some turpentine and I'm gonna put that on it tonight. They're about to dry, it's about to get a lot better. But for 2 or 3 days there, it was swelled up good.
That looks bad, man. If that'd been
And you
on me,
don't
that'd
feel
been
too good
bad.
with that much. Well, you don't feel good with that much poison in your system. I can tell you that. But it's getting better now. I want. Is it time for us to say something,
Yes.
Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Floyd, thank you. Yeah, okay. Floyd, thank you for making me laugh tonight. I needed to laugh. We all did. And you have enlightened us on law enforcement in Miller County in the 1960s and how things were done and how things you just went down memory lane. And if we still had some folks around that could do that, we wouldn't be in the big a mess as we're in today, I don't think.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of business was taken care of before all this other stuff come along. And we need to continue to pray for this nation. It gets, I don't want to say the word scarier every day, but it does with what we're dealing with in Washington, D.C. It beats anything. I never thought that I would live long enough to see what I'm seeing. And I know that some of us have parents that went on a few years ago that's kind of a blessing that they not here to see it, I think, because I don't know how they could. I don't know that they could make it. Do you, Floyd?
I don't know. They couldn't. They couldn't make it. It'd be beyond comprehension to them, Charlie. They couldn't comprehend it.
Exactly.
Sure could.
So continue to pray for this nation. Thank you, folks, for letting us come into your homes on Saturday night. This is just what would happen if we were all sitting at a table together. It ain't nothing planned, ain't nothing programmed. It just happens like it does. Four friends talking to one another. We appreciate y'all. God bless you, and keep this nation in your prayers. Floyd?
Yes, sir. Y'all keep praying. Don't never pray without ceasing, and get ready and stay ready. Is what I say. Always get ready and stay ready. That's on the little church sign out there at Kimball's Chapel Church, going on 91 North out of Concord. I read it every time I go by there. Get ready, cause it's coming. You don't know the hour nor the day. But you got a time. You got a time. It's allotted to you. You got a time. You got an appointment that you're gonna meet the Heavenly Father and be ready. Be ready to meet him, man. You know. When I meet him, I hope I'm laughing. I hope I got a smile on my face, and I hope I'm laughing. And because that's what he put in me. He put in me that spirit, and I can't get around it. You know, it's like telling that old story. It ain't nothing but a true story. Just fun. It ain't a funny story. It's a story told funny. Because we got humor. I find humor in everything that you do. Find humor if you can. Find you some humor somewhere. Find you something to laugh about. And it ain't on TV. I promise you that. There ain't nothing funny on TV no more. The funny is gone off of TV. But just find something in real life to laugh about and entertain yourself with. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And it's just we look forward to it every Saturday night coming and being with y'all. And we hope we may put a smile on your face. Queasel, take us out of here, baby.
I was sitting here listening to y'all say that, and what you and Charlie were talking about, and I was sitting here, and my old dog, she's sitting here just looking up at me, and I just wished I was the person that she thought I was. I wished I could. I saw a saying like that one time: be the person that your dog thinks you are, and there's a lot of truth in that statement. I don't think she thinks I can do no wrong. It don't matter what if I fuss at her or whatever, she's still wagging her tail and glad to see me. So we can learn a lot of lessons from animals, and just like that,
Yes, sir.
no matter how bad it is, let me tell you something. We still live in the greatest nation, as messed up as it is. We still live in the greatest nation that there
Mm-hmm.
is. And the reason we do that is because we're going to get a chance here in a few more months to do another election and get rid of some of them nuts up there that's doing all that stuff to get rid of our to try to ruin our country. So I want to step out and reach out to you again. Not only do you have the opportunity to vote, but you could have the opportunity to run for something. Start in a local race, in a local election, and run. So what if you get beat? You run. You stepped up. So get out of the boat. We have got to get involved. I'm so inspired as I look across the nation and I read these stories about these parents who are kicking these school board members who are forcing all this stuff on their children out. They're getting rid of them because this is how low. And I said I wasn't going to be negative, but I got to say this. If I don't say this, I can't rest. This is how low our nation has gotten. They are trying to brainwash our children. They know we too smart for it, so they going for kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders, and trying to start them at an early age with all this crap that there ain't nothing to it. Pray for our nation. Pray that God won't turn his back on us because we've already turned it on him. Pray for forgiveness. And you know what? I got a guy in my Sunday school class and he says this a lot of times. He says that he believes the only reason that the good Lord ain't come back and wiped us out is that there's some people out here praying for mercy. And God ain't rushing it because he wants to try to give everybody a chance to get saved. He ain't want nobody to miss the opportunity. Pray for our nation. Pray for one another. Walk around with a smile on your face. Find something, like Floyd said a while ago, find something that you can laugh about. You ain't got to look that hard. Just find something you can laugh about. Watch how much enjoyable life is. Thank y'all for letting us come in your house. We love y'all. We are honored that you would let us spend a little bit of time with you. It just means more to us than you know. Thank you again, and God bless everybody. And Marvin, close us out.
Guys, thank y'all again for joining us. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. Couple of things before we go. I had a text just a moment ago asking to remind you that if you've got a child that is 5 and up and they would like to get a COVID vaccine, they can go to the Miller County Health Department Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 5:30. You can call and make an appointment or walk in. Miller County Health Department. Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 5:30. That's children 5 and up for COVID vaccines. Also, last week we didn't do this. I want to give a big shout out. This past Thursday, we celebrated Veterans Day, and we want to thank, I know we got a lot of veterans that watch us, and we appreciate every one of you. We appreciate the service you gave and are giving to our country. It is because of you that we can have the freedom to have this show every Saturday night, and we thank you and we salute you, all of our veterans in our listening area that watch our show, and we appreciate you. We love you, and we thank God for you. Also want to remind you of what tomorrow is. It's Sunday. You know what that means. I don't have to tell you. Go to church. Get up, go to church. If you're unable to go to church, turn on TV and watch a church service. Give the Lord his due. It is his day. I want to remind you, it's November. Thanksgiving. I want to know what you're thankful for. And as we leave tonight, I pray the Lord would impress upon your mind all the blessings that you have in your life and everything that you ought to be thankful for, and that you thank him this month. Thank him every day of every year, but thank him most especially this month of what you're thankful for. Our scripture of the day is this: therefore let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put any stumbling block or obstacle in your brother's way. Romans 14:13. Guys, we love y'all again. Thank you for inviting us into your homes. We hope you have a blessed week. Don't forget, we will be here next week, same place, same time, and we look forward to seeing you. Y'all have a blessed evening. God bless you. Be particular.
See ya.
See y'all.